work, and got some good looks within our special teams units of seeing where some guys that might be able to help us, and continuing to build upon the core schemes of what we're trying to run.
How well is Shaheem playing right now?
He's, I was talking about him last night. I mean, he's really taken some positive steps, and he's been a good player for us, and for the challenge is to go become a great player, and it's for him, the talent and ability is there, the knowledge is there. It's the application sometimes, almost wanting to do too much in certain situations that have kind of got him in trouble at times. But I think he is. I think he's playing really well. I mean, just we had a couple of really nice tackles in the scrimmage. Had a couple of situations where he can continue to grow upon it. But I mean, even the ownership of him, knowing where and what he needs to do to get it corrected before he's having to be coached on it, that's exciting, because you know that he's something he's emphasizing, something that he's working to improve. I think in his coverage, he's been as good as he's ever been. And I mean, one-on-one situations, man zone, whatever that might be. I just think he's playing at a very high level.
With Shaheem, we see pretty much every day how much he likes to talk. It seems like a lot of the other guys on defense are maybe more the lead by example type guys. Is he the vocal leader? And I guess how does that help having that guy in the back end of the defense?
I mean, when you're in the defensive backfield, you gotta be willing to communicate, obviously as a necessity for your teammates. Just within the course of plays. But Shai's not afraid to talk, so he's definitely one that's put a lot of investment into the program. He's put a lot of investment into his growth. I mean, he wants it extremely bad. And when you have guys that are willing to try to step up and be the example, when they talk, people tend to listen a little bit more. And I think Shai has done a nice job of that. And it's really helping us in where we're trying to go. Yeah, I mean, he's for him it is just more the consistency. It's play to play. I mean, we want to see growth. We want to see Edwin take those positive steps for us. I think he's world of talent, world of ability. But to take the next step, I mean, it's got to be in the consistency, play in and play out. But definitely somebody very excited about what his potential can be. Continuing to challenge him to push himself to just be all that potential is.
Coach, what have you seen from Byron Turner and some of the depth at the end?
Yeah, that's one thing. Didn't go into it much earlier, but I mean, I think that's really. I thought Sione had his best day. I think Byron had one of his best days. You see growth. Byron played for us last year, played a pretty solid amount for us last year, and I think it's night and day from where he was. Just in the discipline, the detail, the technique. But he was somebody that was definitely an impact for us last year. Being able to go in there and serve the role that he did. I mean, I'm expecting, a much better version. And, I think he earned the time that he got last year. And I think this year, I think we're going to continue to see an increase in the production with the opportunities that he gets. But, definitely excited about that group. I think Aaron Hester has really put himself in the conversation to be able to help this team. It's, how much is going to depend on, just the same thing we talked about a little bit earlier, just the consistency, the details, the fundamental aspects of it that can help him and achieve and all the things that he can do.
Feels like Amari's been a pretty consistent playmaker on offense. What does it say about him being a guy who should be going into senior year of high school, not even playing the primary position he was recruited at?
I think Amari had a good day today, and it was one that Saturday and for the scrimmage was probably his toughest day. And I mean, it was, and that's the thing that try to you remind him about, and you remind coaches, everybody, is that he should be going into a senior year of high school, and he was in Doak Campbell Stadium, trying we try to put as much emphasis on that, and there's probably some nerves and all the things that he got to go through, and there were some areas that he knows after seeing the scrimmage and going back and living it throughout the moment with coaches not on the field, having to go out there and the communication, the alignment, the execution, the finer details, and just the speed that accelerates in those type of live opportunities. It was something that I think was a learning process and experience for him. And, you know, he came back today, and I thought he had, you know, a really good day. And so I'm definitely excited. You know, he has to understand that. And we all want, you look at him, he's big, he can run, he catch, all those things. And, you know, he's got to trust the process of growth, right, just as we have to as well. And but very excited about what I saw. And today was big because I wanted to see how he would bounce back from, you know, his first scrimmage experience, and I thought he did an outstanding job.
Coach, we got a question from Zoom. Logan Robinson.
Hey, Coach. Adam Fuller talked to us after this scrimmage and talked about Samuel Singleton. When you see from him this fall camp, he said he was running really hard, and you know, can he jump into this room that's already loaded with talent and contribute this upcoming season?
Yeah, you know, Sam, I think, has had a, you know, great 9 days. You know, obviously, you know, go back and watch today, you know, how that went. But I mean, you know, I think, you know, Sam's somebody that, you know, he's a year in. He's a redshirt freshman, and you know, it's one of those things that, you know, you want everything yesterday, but you're seeing growth and process that he's. You know, he's got a great attitude every day. He comes to work. You know, he is a very talented back. I mean, he's got speed, explosiveness. You know, one of my favorite plays from the scrimmage the other day was, you know, he had a couple runs where he broke tackles and exploded. But I mean, he had one of the best pass protection pickups, you know, in the scrimmage, and allowed us to have a big throw down the field. You know, I was really pleased with him and just his understanding. But now it's still coming back to, you know, just that daily, the daily approach and those finer details. But I absolutely think that Sam's going to have a chance to be able to help this team. At what capacity, you know, I think it's going to be a lot on him, and you know, just continuing to earn that role. But you know, I feel great about you know, where that room is, and I really believe that Sam's putting himself, you know, firmly in the conversation to be able to help us.
Do you like what you saw from Jalen Lucas, and where you see actual fit with him in that offense and what he brings to that?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's a dynamic player. You know, he had a good scrimmage. You know, we tried to mix a lot of different things for him to do, just to kind of see where he was. And I think his study, his understanding is something that's really good. I think it's going to continue to get better, just with every rep that he takes. And you know, I thought he had another good day today. Definitely excited about you know, his impact.
Any change in plans for Jackson?
So you know, obviously we have plenty of contingency plans, and right now we're all set. You know, obviously the number one, you know, thing for us is the well-being and the safety of our players, everybody in part of the program. You know, and our prayers go out to anybody that has been, you know, affected, you know, here by the storm that's come through, you know, throughout the state, and as it continues to progress on. But you know, right now it's all plans are there moving forward. You know, we do have a contingency plan of potentially practicing. You know, indoors if we need to. You know, we're going to see the fields. We're going to see what all that looks like. As much of this trip, yes, the work. You know, we're going to work our butts off when we get there. More than anything else, it's just a time for us to be together and to be able to kind of get away, to have, you know, just, you know, some of those moments where these guys get to have experiences and you know, build those relationships. They're going to last a lifetime. And you know, this Jacksonville trip's been really good for our program. You know, so I'm great. You know, I'm excited about it. You know, obviously, you know, the storm coming through is something that we've had to monitor, and we'll continue to monitor as we're going through it. But right now, we have a couple different contingency plans. You know, if we need to change, but we'll be all set when it comes to that.
All right, thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you. Appreciate you guys. Have a great day.